The Scholastic Ball Report is sponsored by UK Sports Medicine and by Clark's Pump and Shop, Crown Trophy, Double Dogs, La Rosa's Pizza, Mingy Beef Jerky, Prep Spin, P-Rats, Rafferty's, Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet, and by Whitaker Bank.
Hello, I'm Gary Ball. Welcome to the 20th year of the Scholastic Ball Report. We've got another great show for you this week. As always, we have a feature from WKYT. Roberts Insurance Team of the Week, Mercer County High School Girls Basketball Team. Mercer County's outstanding. Crown Trophy Scholar Athlete of the Week, Talon Shear from Rockcastle County High School with their coach Christy Noble and her senior teammates. From Nicholasville, we have the Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week with some great sports action. From UK Sports Medicine Healthcare, we have Ricky Morse from Lincoln County High School. We know what you want. You want the best highlights in the state. We got them with Brian Milam, Lee K. Howard, and Lindsey Gall.
High school basketball, in case you didn't know, we are just 1 month away from the end of the regular season.
How about that? And so much attention in the 11th region has been steered towards newcomers like Great Crossing and the established Lexington Catholic. But maybe somehow Douglas is flying under the radar at 15-2. And those two losses, Great Crossing and Lexington Catholic. Tonight hosting Madison Central. Listen to this. The Indians' losses this year have come to teams with a combined record of 124 and 26. Looking to add a quad one win, if you will. Fourth quarter, Mello Boone with a tough shot, and that is followed by Jaden West. He heads to the thin air of Hamburg. Oh, that kid is on the money.
I'm jealous of that hair, by the way.
The Broncos would lead 49-42 with Ty Webb. He is the ball. Timeout Central. Then here come the Tribe. West again. Mid-range game is solid. The kid can flat play. The Indians go on a run inside of the big guy, Robbie Todd. We are tied now at 51, 53, and 55. Now down 2. Central looking for Jalen Davis. We are tied at 59, but there's 8 seconds to go. Back the other way. Douglas races. Webb for the win. No, sir, but Mello Boone. They call it Mellow Yellow. The Bronx buck the Indians 61-59 at the buzzer.
I was told there'd be no math. Madison Central also adds a current 19-2 Lexington Catholic team to their gauntlet in February. But the Knights hosting Dunbar this evening. Lexington Catholic playing their first game since that runner-up finish to the 2A finals to Mason County. The Dogs needing to snap a 3-game slide. Catholic, they won the earlier meeting with Dunbar back in December. First quarter, Catholic going inside. Reese Potter, he is so big. Jump shot from the elbow. Knights up 7 early on. Sam Clements looking inside. That's Rowan Williams. That's an easy assist. Knights by 4. At the other end, Dunbar's Max Van Dyke drives it in from the wing right through the traffic. Gets the bucket there. Knights, they're going to run away with this one. 81-52 the final there.
Neighbor helping neighbor. At Whitaker Bank, we believe in giving back to our communities. Through our many sponsorships, we help provide our fellow Kentuckians with family-friendly fun and events, and scholarships to help students reach their dreams. We know you need banking to be fast and easy. We help with personalized services like mobile deposit. Get the app today and app, snap, deposit. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Good things come to those who wait. Unless you use Distinctive Design Remodeling to upgrade your home, go from fine to fantastic faster than you might think. With this many finished projects, what are you waiting for? Get your project finished faster with Distinctive Design Remodeling.
I'm Dan Morgan. A lot of people don't realize that our attorneys only get paid if you get paid. That means when you win big, we win big. And that's why we're in. We're all in. All law firms are not the same. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
I'm Tommy Covey. This is my son Titus.
We would like to wish you all a safe and happy holiday.
All right, let me think for a second how it goes. I'm Tommy Covey. Oh, it is flying around here, isn't it? I'm Tommy Covey. This is my son Titus. We would like to thank you for supporting our small business over the past 32 years.
And we would like to wish you all a safe and happy holidays.
So don't forget, if you're not calling Covey's Auto first,
Then you're just cheating yourself.
Covey's Auto. Come see the difference.
A unique honor for a Lexington landmark this afternoon. The old Dunbar Gym on North Upper was home to some great basketball teams many years ago. Former Dunbar greats were on hand as the gym was dedicated as a Glory Road historic gym, an important place for the growth of basketball in Kentucky. For the first time in 55 years, they hosted a high school game. Dunbar hosting Central. Bulldogs wearing the throwback green uniforms for the old Bearcats. First quarter, Dunbar's Max Van Dyke dials it up from distance. 3 goes, game tied at 5. Van Dyke goes over 1,000 points on his career today. Dunbar turning the Jackets over on the break. It's Cade Hilt running the break. He's rewarded the slam. Dogs down 1. One more for the home team. Nick Spalding sets the Puppies just behind the arc. That's a 3, but Central spoils the afternoon for Dunbar. 59-56 the final.
All right, Gary Ball, I told you that I would drive all over the state of Kentucky to find the Mercer County Titans. Well, I literally did that. I'm over here in Owensboro. We're at the Sports Center. We got T. East, we got Anna Drayford, and we got Coach Haley Spivey. And Coach, talk to us about the season.
We've had a pretty tough schedule, so we've had some ups and downs, but you know, we've kind of turned a corner here. I think everybody's kind of figuring out their role and stuff. Dealing with an injury earlier with Timberland was kind of difficult, but I think everybody's kind of figuring out what they need to do to help this team win. And so I've been really impressed with my girls and how they've been battling lately.
Yeah, Anna's played very well. T's really picked up, in place. So I guess she's really filling in for her sister if you kind of think about it. And quite honestly, Timberland was probably the top pick, I think, coming out from last year as a Miss Kentucky basketball candidate. When you think, Coach? Right, and that's tough, kind of to happen right at the beginning of the year. So everybody's kind of had to adjust their roles, and we've talked about it a lot. So and especially Anna Kate even coming off of an ACL injury last year. She had a really big summer this summer, and so she's played really big for us and kind of adjusted her role to not just facilitate and run our offense, but also score and have to defend and do kind of all the things we need her to do. And then, we joke about T saying that she's not really a freshman. She's a veteran player at this point because she's played, she's had some years experience. So she's kind of had to take on a bigger role this year. She usually guards the other team's best players, so she's been playing incredible defense. And when we can get her to shoot, she scores. So we joke around with her. She takes high percentage shots, so we want her to take some more of those. But they've both done a really good job of kind of being the leaders on the floor, scoring and defending for us. Anna, you certainly have played really well, and we knew coming out, that you were going to be a star. Not only did you show out last year, but also this year as well. But just talk to us about your game and, what you contribute to the team.
I think my role is just putting up points and getting the ball to my teammates so we can score and facilitating the offense. That's basically it. I love the quickness. I love how you handle the dribble, and I really like, the way that she's out there on the court as far as being aggressive, Coach. Absolutely. She's a super aggressive player, and she may be the most skilled player I've ever coached. She's got a killer hesitation move. She can get to the rim, and especially for her size, she's got a super high basketball IQ. And so, we like the way that she's aggressive on both ends of the floor, and, she can just get to the rim at will, and her percentage three-point wise has gone up this year, so she's really worked on that in the off season and making sure that she can hit those outside shots as well. T, you got the last name certainly with T East, being here with us as well. Just talk to us about you stepping into a role that she kind of got thrown in there, didn't she, Coach?
It was definitely a much bigger role from last year, but I just know that I have to take care of the ball, score for my team, and do what I need to do to help us get wins.
Got a feeling you got another star right here.
I hope so. I think so. She did get kind of thrown to the wolves, honestly, out of everybody. You know, Anna Kate's had the experience for years, so she was kind of prepared for this. You know, T's probably the one that had to adjust her role the most on our team because we're asking a lot from her. So, you know, it's not only defend other team's best players, score, do what you need to do, all that kind of stuff. It was an adjustment for her, but she's really, especially this second half of this first part of the season, she's really kind of came into her own and kind of knows her role and what she needs to do for this team.
All right, well, the Mercer County Titans trying to go for the two-A championship here in Owensboro. They got to go through Christian Academy of Louisville today, so good luck with that, Coach, and good luck, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mercer County Titans here in Owensboro.
Okay, with so many places to buy new appliances, where should you go? A big box store? How about a warehouse club? I don't think so. Go where your neighbors go. P-Rats was voted Central Kentucky's favorite place to buy appliances. Here's why. They have all the major brands at the guaranteed lowest price, low interest financing with options to fit any budget, plus an award-winning in-house service and installation team. Voted Central Kentucky's favorite place for appliances. We're the best in the bluegrass.
Nobody beats P-Rats.
No matter who you cheer for or what the sport,
Clark's Puppet Shop is there to support the young people who play.
Whether it's a snack on the way to the game or restocking on the way home, Clark's is the winning stop. And when you're choosing from drinks, chips, or a one-of-a-kind crispy, crunchy chicken, you'll be a winner no matter what the scoreboard says.
Clark's Puppet Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
This is gonna get complicated.
This is how life goes when you fall in and out of love.
This is fire. He's trying to tear this whole program down.
I can't be a part of the lies.
Who you texting? Nobody. This is juicier than my soaps.
I wasn't sure if you were trying to seduce me or set me on fire.
It's like the wind. One moment it's at your back, and the next, it's changing direction.
All American. New episodes return Monday at 8, 7 Central, only on the CW.
Hello, welcome back to the Scholastic Ball Report as we honor the Crown Trophy Scholar Athlete of the Week. Talon Shear, basketball player from Rockcastle County High School, along with Coach Christy Noble. Coach Noble, talk to us about your season so far this year.
Well, we started out a little bit rough, and we've kind of got things turned back around right now, and we hope to continue that. And we come from a tough region, as you know, the 12th region there's some tough teams in there, so we hope to keep progressing right now. So,
got your 600th victory as a coach. That must feel pretty rewarding to you, but also to the team.
Well, I always say the 600 are our wins, not my wins. I said it's taken a lot of people and a lot of things to make that part of it. That's what I told the girls. It was our win. It just wasn't my win. You know, it's been a group effort over the years, for sure.
Well, introduce your seniors with you behind you and Talon, the scholar athlete.
Okay. I have Callie Burdett, and then Savannah Santos. Oh, it's the wrong way, sorry. And Carly Smith and Keely King, and then and Talon Shear. So, and my seniors, they've been with me a long time, since 7th grade. And then Talon, like I said, she's a junior, so Talon, you've been with me since you've been a freshman? Mm-hmm. So I've had Talon since she's been a freshman.
Talon, you're a basketball player. Who got you interested in playing the game of basketball?
My parents. They played growing up, so.
What's your favorite thing about being a basketball participant for a successful basketball program like Rockcastle County?
My teammates. We're really close compared to like other teams, we're really close, and I really value that as being on this team.
Let's talk about your academic accomplishments. You're a really good student with a GPA 4.0. Do you have a favorite subject?
Science.
You're obviously involved in sports. What about other school activities and hobbies?
I'm in a few clubs. I'm in an honors club and rocket club, and most of these girls are in there with me too. So,
discuss your time management plan to excel in sports activities and so forth.
well, I'm a student athlete, so school always comes first. So, I get all my schoolwork done, and when I get home after practice, and it's hard. It's not easy, but I get it done.
And only a junior, do you have any college plans?
Yeah. I want to go to college to play basketball, and I'm not sure what I want to do yet, like as a job, but.
Well, Coach Christy Noble, it looks like your team kind of turned it around like Kentucky did, huh?
Yes, sir. Let's hope they keep turning it. We've still got some games left, so we're hoping, we get to peaking right at the right time come the end of February, Mr. Gary. Hope that's what happens with us.
Do you have an Oscar Sheway on your team? You wish?
Yeah, that performance last night, that was pretty awesome. I said, yeah, we need us a rebounder like that for sure, somebody to take over. So, Talon, we need you to do that. So.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Coach Noble and Talon and the girls for being on the Scholastic Ball Report.
Thank you so much for having us. We sure appreciate it.
That's the Crown Trophy Scholar Athlete of the Week. We'll be right back with more on the Scholastic Ball Report.
The Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week comes from Sayre. The Spartans taking on Henry Clay. Late in the first quarter, Brock Kaufman splits the Blue Devils defense on the way to the bucket, 2 of his 14 points. Sayre gets it done with a 56-47 win over Henry Clay. And that is your Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all, not one bill. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
I'm Tommy Covey. This is my son Titus.
We would like to wish you all a safe and happy holiday.
All right, let me think for a second how it goes. I'm Tommy Covey. Oh, it is flying around here, isn't it? I'm Tommy Covey. This is my son Titus. We would like to thank you for supporting our small business over the past 32 years.
And we would like to wish you all a safe and happy holidays.
So don't forget, if you're not calling Covey's Auto first,
Then you're just cheating yourself.
Covey's Auto. Come see the difference.
They know all of your secrets.
I used to wet my bed.
Ross used to wear leg warmers.
Your middle name is Muriel.
Ross still sees his pediatrician.
Chandler entered a Vanilla Ice look-alike contest and won. Ross came in 4th and cried. Joey was in a porno movie.
Ross married Rachel in Vegas and got divorced. Again.
But they love you anyway. Friends.
Weeknights at 7 on the CW Lexington.
Welcome back into the Scholastic Ball Report for the UK Sports Medicine and Healthcare segment.
Today we have athletic trainer Ricky Morris from Lincoln County High School to talk to us about cross training. Welcome in, Ricky.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Okay, let's start with a description of exactly what is cross training.
Yeah, so cross training, I would say, isn't necessarily one thing. It's a way to vary the training program from your primary sport, by combining different types of activities or, maybe playing different sports. When someone exercises, it's beneficial to use activities with all kinds of different movement patterns. If you work out with no variability, and it's the same thing every day, you may actually kind of increase your risk for injury, even though you're exercising, just because of all that repetitive strain and overuse of whatever joints that you use the most. So as athletes, we can use our, off season to continue growing as an athlete and getting stronger, but also maybe to develop some other parts of the body and, being forced to think differently too.
Exactly. So it sounds like cross training is not the same thing for everyone.
That's right. Yeah. The bones are the same. An ideal cross training routine, it'll include cardiovascular exercise training and flexibility no matter what. But, for example, if your sport is one that has short bursts of high intensity by nature, you can switch that up by doing, longer, more intensity workouts. Something like a hike or a long bike ride where you're given a constant effort for a long time, as opposed to maybe football where it's, all out for 5 to 10 seconds and then you rest for a little bit and do it again. If your sport is something like hiking or bike riding, and it's that distance running or soccer even, then off-season cross-training for you may be something more like sprint training or swimming and something that's more high burst.
So how can an athlete incorporate cross-training into their routine? Particularly if they haven't done that before.
Sure. You're looking to get 30 minutes of aerobic exercise at least 3 times per week. Anything to kind of get the heart rate up and get you breathing hard. If you don't have 30 minutes all in one block, then you can break that up over multiple shorter sessions throughout the day. If that's what your schedule kind of dictates. If you can add in your strength training, weights, resistance bands, something like that, twice per week. Then that's great too. You can keep things fresh by switching between weights, resistant bands, and even body weight for variety. And then finally, somewhere between 5 and 15 minutes of stretching and mobility exercises each day. Think yoga or just kind of your regular old stretching. Reach towards the toes and hold there. It may sound similar to what your coaches are doing with you already as a high school athlete, which is great. But if not, you have that much more freedom to be creative in how you get your exercise in over the off season.
Got it. Well, thank you, Ricky, for that important information and benefits of cross training as part of a high school athlete's workout routine.
Absolutely. Any way we can keep it fun, we try to.
It sounds like it's a lot, more interesting to add other things in just to keep things fresh, so to speak. Well, thank you for being on the Scholastic Ball Report.
All right, thanks. Have a good one.
That's it from Ricky Morris from UK Sports Medicine, always keeping us healthy for all high school sports contests. We'll be right back with more on the Scholastic Ball Report.
And welcome back. The GRC Lady Cardinals, they were upset 2 nights ago against Douglas. Tonight, though, Paris was hoping to catch the Cards down in the dumps a bit. GRC ranked 4th in the latest state poll. Paris, they have 13 wins to their name this year. Sierra Byers, tough in the paint. Watch her go to work. She's got the bucket. Lady Cards up 22-8. But Paris goes on this little run here. Brooklyn White, got to be the shoes. I like the shoes. 3-ball drops. Then off the steal, Sanai Jackson, she's got a clear path to the hoop. Lady Hounds pull within 7, but tonight belonged to Brianna Byers, the senior, joining the 2,000-point club and also the 1,000 rebound club. How about that? GRC wins 64-42. All right, the aforementioned Douglas Lady Broncos on the road to meet Henry Clay. Third quarter, we're going to pick up the action. Post feed to Ariana Saria Darrington, you say? I think. Douglas on top. She's really good. She had 15, Darrington. On the other end, Lady Broncos, they caught Stanley. That's Ariana Sutton with the lay-in. Then the Blue Devils knocking down a three. That's Lydia Van Meter from the corner. Douglas on the break. Jeremiah Christian leaves it for Nia Rhodes. Back to Darrington, by the way. She led the way with 24 points. Douglas wins 67-55.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
Good things come to those who wait. Unless you use Distinctive Design Remodeling to upgrade your home, go from fine to fantastic faster than you might think. With this many finished projects, what are you waiting for? Get your project finished faster with Distinctive Design Remodeling.
I've always believed success starts with building. They believe that at Central Bank, too.
Character, relationships, a plan.
You build those, along with a commitment to give your very best to your team,
to your communities,
to the people who believe in you,
and you end up with something unforgettable. That's what makes this more than just a game.
And that's what makes Central Bank more than just a bank.
Hey, Kentucky! Watch the only court show filmed right here in Kentucky. We're settling family disputes one case at a time. Relative Justice. Weekdays starting at 9 on the CW Lexington.
That's our show for this week. Join us next week for another exciting Scholastic Ball Report as we feature high school athletes. As always, special thanks to our team, Pret Spins King of Stream, William Moorfield, Joel Clace, our director, WKYT, executive producer, Bridget DeVries, and also the KYT sports staff, Brian Ballum, Lee K. Howard, and Lindsey Gall. But remember, for those you see and you don't see, you keep your eye on the Scholastic Ball Report.
The Scholastic Ball Report was sponsored by UK Sports Medicine and by Clark's Pump and Shop, Crown Trophy, Double Dogs, La Rosa's Pizza, Mingy Beef Jerky, Prep Spin, P-Rats, Rafferty's, Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet, and by Whitaker Bank.